Everybody, we are live here in my Functional Medicine Health Center, where we see patients around the world via my virtual functional medicine practice and locally in Pittsburgh. And today I have my good friend, Dr. Josh Axe. How the heck are you doing, buddy?
Hey, doing great, Dr. Will. Thanks for having me. How's the weather there in Pittsburgh?
Freezing, of course. So is it any better in Nashville or?
It's a little better. It's been a little rainy, but we still, the nice thing about being in the South is you get a few days of sun still intermittently. When I grew up in Ohio, which is I know similar to where you're from, it was not so often.
Yeah, no, it's more cloudy than it's sunny today, which is a good thing. But I don't know how anybody could not know who you are in the health space, but for people that are living in a cave somewhere, can you fill them in on who Dr. Josh Axe is and what you do?
Sure. So I used to have a practice like you. I ran a functional medicine practice here in Nashville, Tennessee. And then I started an online health website where I would write about a lot of different topics, everything from how to overcome hypothyroidism, how to beat diabetes naturally, cover natural remedies like turmeric and ashwagandha. And today it's one of the top visited natural health websites in the world. And so I operate that. It's at draxe.com. And then I also co-founded a supplement company called Ancient Nutrition with my partner, Jordan Rubin, business partner. And our products are found in health food stores all across the country. And so that's what I spend most of my time now doing, is sort of operating those companies. But my big passion is teaching people how to use food as medicine. And so that's a big part of who I am so.
That's great. And today's a big day for you. Today it's a book birthday for you. I have a brand new book out called Keto Diet. Can you for people that don't know about the ketogenic diet, they may have heard of the ketogenic diet, but have a lot of misconceptions. Can you fill our viewers in on what the keto diet is?
Yeah, so I first got turned on to the keto diet because my mom was fighting cancer, and we decided to take an all-natural route, and I started looking up diets for cancer, and I came across these studies on the ketogenic diet and how cancer cells feed off of sugar, and when you remove sugar and your body gets into ketosis, actually it can fight cancer. And so part of what I did is I put my mom on this diet, and long story short, she actually beat cancer all naturally using the keto diet, but other things too, like we incorporated vegetable juices, we incorporated Chinese medicine using herbs like turmeric and astragalus and reishi mushroom. But all that being said, that's how I first learned about it. But what the keto diet is it's a diet to where your body is running on a different fuel source than carbohydrates. It's ketones or ketone bodies. So your body breaks down carbs for energy. Well, on the keto diet, your macronutrients typically look something around maybe 70 to 75% fat, maybe 20 to 25% protein, 5% carbohydrates. And your body runs out of carbs to run on. And so it says, I need an alternate fuel source. So then your body starts breaking down fat for energy. When it breaks down fats, it turns those into ketones, which then your brain and your body and your cells can actually use as fuel. And so when that happens, your body also gets into this sort of fat burning zone where it burns dietary fat, but it will also burn your body's own body fat for energy. And that's why, of all the different types of diets and cleanses and the things I've put my patients on over the years, the most effective way that I've seen people lose weight quickly has actually been on a keto diet. And also it's great especially for people looking to balance out insulin levels. That's where this really comes in. The hormone insulin, when you balance that, has incredible health effects on the body in the positive way. And a lot of people don't realize, man, if you get insulin off that one single hormone, it can throw off estrogen, progesterone, testosterone, can throw cortisol out of whack, melatonin. And so it's really important we keep that balance. But yeah, the ketogenic diet is sort of known as high fat, moderate protein, very low carbohydrate diet where your body gets in ketosis and starts burning fat for energy.
Yeah, and you can talk about this at length in your book, Keto Diet, which is out today in Upside Down. Upside Down. But can you tell everybody what are the different types of the ketogenic diet? And if there are, what are the different types?
Well, I'll throw this out there too. One of the things I loved about your book, Will, is that you taught people how to do the keto diet the right way. And that's really what I aim to do in my book as well, is that you've seen this. I was on social media the other day and seeing people say, someone post like, here's an ultimate keto recipe. Take conventional cheese, fry it in conventional butter, put bacon in the middle, and then do that again and create this sort of cheese crust. And it's a keto quesadilla. That's not the way that any diet is supposed to be done. You know, when you're going keto, the thing that I wanted to do is, when you and I that are actually physicians, we were taking care of patients, and we have patients coming in to see us that have cancer, that have autoimmune disease, that have thyroid conditions, hormone imbalance, chronic pain syndromes, brain and neurological disorders, and they want to heal. And so anytime I create or put in anybody any sort of diet, just like my mom was in that position where she had cancer, she had all of these different medical conditions, she healed. And so that's the real difference here is, you know, the way that I promote keto is that, yes, it can be beneficial for your body getting to ketosis, but you want to be in an anti-inflammatory state of ketosis where, you know, in the book I go through eating loads and loads of vegetables, herbs and spices that are healing, and collagen, you know, getting more collagen as your source of protein, getting certain types of fats, not just fat, but types of fat, including omega-3s, GLA, MCTs, certain types of saturated fats, certain types of monounsaturated fats from avocados, olives, and certain types of nuts and seeds. And so that's sort of the basis of the diet. But even within the book, I have 6 different types of keto diet, including a basic keto plan. I have a keto plan that's mixed with intermittent fasting, which fasting with keto has loads and loads of benefits, especially for different types of gut issues, leaky gut syndrome, supporting human growth hormone. It's great for that. I have a keto cancer plan, and this is a plan I followed with my mom and the way she beat cancer naturally. So it's a keto diet, but it also incorporates certain types of green vegetable juices. It incorporates certain herbs that have anti-cancer properties, like things like andrographis, astragalus. I mentioned turmeric earlier, certain types of mushrooms like reishi and maitake, vitamin D, certain types of vitamin C, and antioxidant-rich berries that are low in carbohydrates. But it's a specific plan designed to fight cancer. Then I have a vegan keto plan for somebody who's vegan and wants to go keto. We have a keto collagen plan for people that really want to slim down, but also boost their beauty, tighten and tone their skin, and get rid of cellulite. And then we have a keto cycling plan for people that don't want to necessarily do hardcore keto or want to see improvements afterwards. And this is something my wife did. She did keto for 30 days. And then she did keto cycling, where she did 2 keto days, then a carb day, 2 keto days, and a carb day. And she just saw incredible improvements. Like for her, and I told her, like, she really didn't need to lose any weight at all, but she lost just about like 8 pounds. But, you know, she just was really excited because it was the leanest she'd ever been, but her hormones got to sort of like this perfect level. She felt great. And that's another great thing too. But we have, you know, within the book, I have a 30-day meal plan, customized plans for people with different health goals, supplement plans, all those different things, all in there.
Yeah, you definitely do. And like you said, there's over 80 recipes of how to do the ketogenic diet the right way. Great resource for people. So beyond food and get the food right, using the recipes here, what are supplements that you recommend for people following the keto diet?
Yeah, when someone's on keto, the thing you got to consider is what you're doing is you're letting your pancreas and your spleen and those organs completely rest. And most people, because in different organ systems, have to deal with different macronutrients. And so, I'm answering your question by getting into this first, what supplements. But, you know, your liver and gallbladder have to deal with fat digestion. Your pancreas has to deal with more carbohydrate digestion. Your kidneys and your stomach have to deal more with protein digestion. And so on keto, you know, you're consuming more fat. So you really want to support your liver and gallbladder as much as possible, and your adrenal glands as well. And so, you know, some of the most important supplements can be digestive enzymes that are high in lipase. Lipase is an enzyme that helps you break down fat or digest fat. So it could be lipase, it can be ox bile is another enzyme that helps with breaking down fat. But the biggest one is digestive enzymes. sour. And bitter and sour are those flavors that really activate the liver and help you break down fat. The other supplements I think that are great are a collagen supplement, especially as a protein source. So look for a multi-collagen protein or a bone broth protein, something rich in collagen. And then I'd also recommend looking at adaptogenic herbs, things like ashwagandha. One of the things that we always want to do on any diet is keep stress hormones low. Cortisol, we want to bring that down. One of the best ways to do that, especially in Ayurvedic and Chinese medicine, was consuming these adaptogens. So again, ashwagandha is fantastic for that. Holy basil, also known as Tulsi in Ayurvedic medicine, that's another great adaptogen. And then there are some other unique adaptogens based on your health goals. If you want an adaptogen that's amazing for the brain, Bacopa is excellent. If you want an adaptogen that really supports your digestive system, something like astragalus is great, and that supports really your gut and your immune system is great. And then if you really want to support energy, something like rhodiola or ginseng are also beneficial. But I think, those are some of the top supplements. Again, as I mentioned, the enzymes, the bitters, the collagen, taking certain vitamins, especially extra B vitamins and fat soluble vitamins, I think can benefit people on the keto diet. And last but not least, I'll say this, I think probiotics can benefit people on the keto diet, especially if you're looking to improve the health. I know, as you talk about a lot, Dr. Will, the health of our microbiome, the health of our gut, healing leaky gut, any of those things, we want to get probiotics. And when you're on a keto diet, you should be getting lots of fiber, which will help keep those probiotic levels up and help drop those yeast levels and candida levels. But you still want to be supporting your gut in that way. And probiotics, and especially soil-based organisms, are kind of like bulldozers. They're getting rid of candida to allow other bacteria to flourish. But I would say, those are the top 5 to 7 supplements I think people could benefit from on keto.
That's great. So you're a great resource for essential oils and how they can be an amplification of someone's health as well. How do you see essential oils fitting into the keto diet, and which specific ones would you recommend?
Yeah, so on the keto diet, there are some essential oils I really love. Again, the biggest thing we want to be doing is we want to be supporting the liver, the gallbladder, but also stress hormones, and then your brain and nervous system. I think those are the most important systems to support. So starting off with the brain, I love rosemary oil and frankincense oil. Rosemary essential oil has some really incredible, it contains something called rosmaric acid, which has great benefits at supporting memory, cognitive function, and is anti-inflammatory to the brain. So rosemary essential oil is a favorite of mine. Frankincense oil contains beta-pinene, and pinene has some anti-inflammatory benefits, but it more just supports the growth of neurons and just supports your brain in general. And so frankincense has been used for thousands of years for supporting the brain. It's been used for meditative practices. But rosemary and frankincense are going to be my top 2 for supporting the brain. In terms of bringing those stress hormones down, I really like holy basil essential oil and lavender essential oil. Holy basil contains a combination of like lavandin and eugenol, which has some sort of cortisol dropping properties. Also, it's great for diabetes. Holy basil it has really great benefits for your blood sugar, but that's great. And then again, lavender oil is sort of known as the calming oil. It can promote a really restful night's sleep. And so if somebody's looking to bring down stress hormones, holy basil and lavender, those 2 essential oils are the best. And then in terms of activating and supporting your liver as far as essential oil goes, I really like lemon oil. Lemon oil. Now, lemon oil actually comes from the peel, and so does orange oil. And orange peel has actually been used in digestive bitter formula for a long time. So they're slightly bitter, but it does support the liver and gallbladder and fat digestion if you're talking about lemon and orange peel oil or any type of citrus peel oils. So those are great. And then any oil that's more bitter in nature, even having just a little bit on your tongue or just smelling it. Myrrh oil is very, very bitter. Black seed oil, if you're going to do that internally, black seed oil is very, very beneficial. Oftentimes, black seed is a little different than black cumin, but they're going to have very similar benefits there. But I'd say those are my top 6 essential oils people should consider when they're when they're going keto.
That's great stuff. So this is the way that people should go keto for sure. In addition to the book being out today, people can buy it now. We'll put all the links to all the places you can get the book. what else do you have going on this year?
Yeah, so a lot of stuff. I'm speaking at Institute of Integrative Nutrition here coming up. I'm speaking at Cal Jam. But I think what we're most excited about is I'm really excited about some new stuff that Jordan Rubin and I are working on, and it's actually a new line of CBD-based products and CBD oil. You know, I think that's another thing I would recommend as a supplement on a keto diet is looking for a CBD that's organic, but CBD is great for kind of helping reduce those stress hormones overall, I think. And so that's something else I get excited about is, you know, that launch, which we have coming up. And I think that this is something I'm excited people now actually have full access to. And so I'm excited about that. I'm trying to think what Chelsea and I have going on. We're going to go to Florida here pretty soon and hang out with our in-laws and hang out there. And but yeah, we're doing good. But yeah, I think we're excited about the CBD line. Pretty excited there.
I have to visit you guys in Florida. I have to make it down to this amazing beach that you tell me about.
Yeah.
Myself.
Yeah, so we're in like in between Destin and Panama City. It's called Seaside. It's around 30A is sort of the strip there. But I mean, it's a great beach community. It's sort of where we go and get unplugged. You know, sometimes you travel and you go on vacations and you get more tired. You know, you come back more exhausted. This is a place where everybody just bikes around. There's a lot of healthy restaurants for us. We paddleboard there. We do a lot of paddleboarding and swimming, and so we'll go here in the near future.
Cool. So how can everybody get in contact, get connected with you on social media and learn more about what you're doing?
Yeah, so you can check me out on Facebook and Instagram. Both my wife and I are very active on Instagram. If you look up Dr. Josh Axe, last name's AXE, and my wife is Dr. Chelsea Axe. You know, she's got a great page. She goes over her skincare routine, what she does. My wife is also a physician, and she's a yoga instructor and a strength coach, and so she goes over her natural beauty tips, fitness tips. We both post a lot of personal stuff on how we personally eat and live. In fact, we just posted a recipe we did more of a keto pizza this weekend. We used an almond flour crust and buffalo mozzarella that was from Italy. And we go through where we got it all. Most of it was at Whole Foods or Sprouts Market, that type of thing. But yeah, check us out on Instagram, Facebook. My website's draxe.com. That's draxe.com. And excited for everybody to check out the new book. You can check it out in bookstores nationwide, Barnes & Noble, Amazon, kind of everywhere. But yeah, I'm excited for what everybody thinks. We've got really good feedback so far. So
it's going to go amazing, and I'm really excited to have you on the day that it's released. Thanks so much, brother. I appreciate it. It's great seeing you as always, and thanks for coming on.
Awesome. Hey, thanks for having me, Dr. Well.
Talk soon.
Talk soon, man.